VE1 Charlie Alpha, will be net control here and be starting momentarily. Okay, is there any immediate need for the repeater or any emergency traffic? All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. I guess I already said if we had any emergency priority traffic, let's see here, let's look here. Okay, so this is Victor Echo 1 Charlie Alpha. My name is Robert, and I'll be your net controller for tonight's net. This net meets every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Atlantic Time in the CQ Maritime Room 60207. The net is open to all amateurs in the Maritime provinces and is scheduled for 1 hour. This net is also being live streamed on YouTube, on my YouTube channel using my other call sign. So just search for Rob of VE1RMJ. That's Victor Echo 1 Romeo Mike Juliet. And you can follow along with the net on there and also participate in the chat room. Amateurs will be called in by province. When checking in, give us your call sign using proper FINX, please. After maritime stations are called in, stations from outside the area will have a chance to check in. And a reminder, due to a delay in the system, please key up for a second or two before transmitting, and keep your PTT button on for a second or two after your transmission is finished. All right, before we get started, do we have any priority traffic for the net? All right, not hearing any announcements for the net. We will call in to start. We're going to call in with stations on short time or mobile. So mobile or short time stations only, please. Please call now.
Victor Echo 1 Juliet Bravo Lima, VE1 JBL.
Okay, copy V1 JBL. Was there any other stations, mobile or short time? All right, not hearing any more stations. V1 JBL. Good evening, Jim. Come on.
VE1CA in the Maritime Fusion Net, VE1JBL. Good evening, Robert, and all on frequency. Yeah, I just getting away here. We're just about to sit down to eat. We're late tonight here, so I thought I'd get in here first and get to check in there. So have a good net there. Look forward to the recap after the net there. And thanks very much for doing the net. And we've got about 18 nodes on here, so I'm sure you'll have a good net there. 7-3, thanks again. VE1CA and the Maritime Fusion Net from VE1JBL, Jim English Bridge, 7-3.
VE1JBL, VE1RMJ. Actually, VE1 Charlie Alpha. I just had to change the call sign on this radio, so I'll be probably going back and forth by mistake here tonight. So anyway, Jim, thanks for checking in, and have a great evening. 7-3. Okay, now that we're finished with short time or mobile stations, we are going to call in stations by province, and we will start with Prince Edward Island. So any Prince Edward Island stations that would like to check in, please call now. I'll try one more time. Any Prince Edward Island stations that would like to check in, please call now. Okay, not hearing anything. We will come back to them later, and we'll move over to New Brunswick. Any New Brunswick stations that would like to check in to the Maritime Fusion Net, please call now.
Victor Echo 9, Golf Charlie. Victor Echo 9, November Whiskey.
Okay, so far for New Brunswick, I only have 2 stations. I got VE9 Golf Charlie and VE9 November Whiskey. Any other New Brunswick stations?
Victor Echo 9.
Okay, I added VE9 November Alpha. One more try for New Brunswick stations. Okay, well, we'll go to the top list. VE9 Golf Charlie. Gordon, come on in.
Yeah, the E1 Charlie Alpha with the Maritime Wednesday Night Fusion Net, the E9 GC. Good evening there, Rob, and everybody else on frequency. Gordon here in Notre Dame, where it's someplace between minus 1.5 and minus 2 degrees. Nice day here today. I was over on the island this morning and had a pleasant drive back, so that was nice. And I have to admit, Rob, I recognized the voice, but when the call sign was showing up on my 991, I'm going, okay, so who's Charlie Alpha? Anyway, so I guess congratulations on the 2-letter call. No other particular traffic for the net. Just wanted to pop in, say good evening to everybody. Hope everybody's had a decent week so far, and that the rest of it is away. Thanks for doing the net, Rob. Thanks for calling me in, and with that, we will turn it back to you. The E1 Alpha, the E9 IC.
VE9GC, VE1 Charlie Alpha. Okay, Gordon, well, thanks for checking in. And yeah, I got this call sign just a couple weeks ago, and this is probably the debut of it on the Fusion Net here tonight. So that's why first time hearing that probably. Yeah, thanks again, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3. Next, I have a Victor Echo 9 November Whiskey. Come on in.
Yeah, P1CA, Victor Echo 9, November Whiskey. Yes, my name is Phil, Golf, India, Lima, Echo Sierra. I'm over in Miracle, New Brunswick. I finally thought about putting my radio on, just put it on air, so speak with the number. Beautiful day today. And day in most of the clubhouse in the mountain. Honestly, so you two all have a great week.
VE9 November Whiskey, VE1 Charlie Alpha. Okay, Jill, thanks for checking in tonight, and have a great evening. 7-3. Next is VE9 November Alpha. Nelson, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Robert. Good evening to everyone on the net. It was a pretty good day, October. We did a bit of things tonight, and well, first of all, this morning we did clean the driveway again. There was 2 centimeters of snow that fell down, but afterward, well, did a few things outside. I was going to light the stove there in the shed to the workshop to do something, but no, so anyway, I did something. So thanks for doing it, Robert, and call me in, and we'll keep on listening to net there, Robert. V9, Charlie Alpha, from Victor Echo 9, November Alpha.
VE9 November Alpha, VE1 Charlie Alpha. All right, Nelson, well, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a great evening, 7-3. Okay, that's all we have on the list for New Brunswick on our first round here. We'll be back here shortly, and now we'll go to Nova Scotia. So any Nova Scotia stations that would like to check in, now is your chance. Please call now.
Victor Zulu Bravo. Victor Echo 1 WIN. Victor Echo 1 Whiskey in November. Victor Echo 1 Zulu Golf. Victor Echo 1 Juliet Sierra. Victor Echo 1 Juliet Whiskey V1 Denver. Sierra VE1 DSS.
Okay, we got a lot of stations that time. I'll run through the list here. First I have VE1 Zulu Bravo, VE1 Whiskey India November, VE1 Bravo India Charlie, VE1 Zulu Golf, VE1 Juliet Sierra, VE1 Juliet Whiskey, VE1 Delta Sierra Sierra. Any other Nova Scotia stations?
Victor Echo 1 Foxtrot Sierra Mike. Victor Echo 1 Papa Sierra Stroke 4 Portable.
All right, I'll try one more time. We got VE1 Foxtrot Sierra Mike and VE1 Papa Sierra Stroke 4 there. Horrible. Anybody else on Nova Scotia?
Victor Echo 1 Uniform Fox.
And I also added VE1 Uniform Foxtrot to the list. Okay, I'll take the portable here first. The VE1 Papa Sierra. Peter, come on in.
Hey Rob, congratulations on the 2-letter call sign, and good evening to everybody on the net. I'm currently portable in Winnipeg, out here on some training for work, and thought I'd try and get in using one of the local heaters. There's some out here. This one's normally apparently hooked to an Aries network, but I inquired if anybody minded me switching it over briefly, and I didn't hear anything back. So what I may do, Rob, is when you go around this round, just take a minute and disconnect. And I did talk to Jim last night quickly, close to midnight, to see if this was going to work, and it did. So back to you, Rob. VE1 PS Portable Stroke 4.
VE1 PS/4 VE1 Charlie Alpha. All right, Peter. Well, thanks for coming in there, and you were coming in really good. Now, did you want me to pause now so you can disconnect, or after the Nova Scotia stations?
I won't make my presence known too much longer. So if you can give me about 20 seconds, I'll try and move it back to where it was. Over.
Great. Roger that one, and I'll take a brief standby here. VE1 Charlie Alpha. Okay, hopefully that's enough there. All right, next we got VE1 Zulu Bravo, my neighbor. Come on in, Mike.
VE1 Charlie Alpha, VE1 Zulu Bravo. Still taking me a little thinking about that new call sign you got there, but it'll sink in after a while. Anyways, busy day here. My grandson was here this afternoon, and we did an oil change on his new-to-him car. He goes for his driver's test on Friday, so hopefully it'll be successful. He's looking to, he's getting pretty anxious to get his car on the road. I don't blame him. I'd be pretty excited too. And anyways, nothing else to report from here, and thanks for doing that, Robert. VE1 Zulu Bravo.
VE1 Zulu Bravo, VE1 Charlie Alpha. Okay, Mike, well that is an exciting time there, getting your driver's license and your first car on the road. That's definitely a really huge step there for him. So that's great, and I wish him all the best there on the test. Good stuff. And yeah, I gotta stop and pause a lot too about that call sign. I gotta get used to it here. Anyway, 7-3, Mike. We'll talk to you later. All right, next station, VE1 WIN. Peter, come on in.
Hey, good evening, Rob. I just want to remind everybody, I forgot to make an announcement about the people that are in the, I got really to make an announcement for the SMART meeting on March 7th. I think it's 7th. I got an email today from somebody. I think it was Jim. So, yeah, looking forward to SMART coming up in May. What else going on? I got out on the bike today, went for a little ride around. And other than that, not too much else going on, Rob. I'll turn it back to you. Everybody have a great week, and we'll catch everybody next Wednesday. So, I think the club meeting is coming up next week. Or, what's today? Oh, I think it's next Monday or something, Tuesday or whatever it is there. So, 7 days off. Have a great night, and meet you on the win. We'll be clear.
VE1WN, VE1RMJ. All right, Peter. Well, thanks for checking in, and yeah, definitely looking forward to SMART. Time will fly, but can't wait for that one. And yeah, because the way that this month started, we do our meeting is the second Tuesday there, so it will be next week, the 14th, for the Westcom online meeting there. So we'll see you then, I'm sure. 7-3 to you, and have a good evening. All right, next station is VE1 BIC. Ron, come on in.
VE1 Charlie Alpha. That'll be taking a while to get used to that. Still want to say RMJ, but anyway, yeah, that's okay. A two-letter call there. I think I'll keep the BIC. That's my nickname anyway, so, and I got it on my license plate, so I don't really want to have to change that. Anyway, yeah, good on the meeting next Tuesday night there. We'll be ready for that. Yeah, I got to get the minutes done. That just reminded me. I got to type those up, so get those put out. Anyway, everybody stay warm, and we'll talk to everybody probably next Monday, maybe Tuesday night there at the meeting. VE1 Charlie Alpha, VE1 Bravo India Charlie.
VE1 BIC, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Ron. Well, I am keeping my other call sign there. So hey, any will do. And yeah, I kind of have to take a double look at the calendar and think, gosh, did I miss the meeting there yesterday? Hi. Good stuff. Yeah, no, that is a good. That BIC is a good one there, and since you have it on the license plate, definitely keep that. Anyway, have yourself a great evening. 7-3. Next station is a VE1 Zulu Golf. Doug, come on in.
Victor Echo 1 Charlie Alpha from Victor Echo 1 Zulu Golf. Good evening, Rob, and everyone else on the net. Everything is fine here in Timberley. So they're looking forward to an early spring. I'm here tonight, 7-3, and Good night. Victor Echo 1, Zulu Golf.
VE1 Zulu Golf, VE1 RMJ. All right, Doug. Well, hey, I'm hoping for an early spring there too. Sure, we all are. Keep our fingers crossed on that. Thanks for checking in, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3. All right. Next on the list, I have VE1 Juliet Sierra. John, come on in.
V1 Charlie Alpha, V1 Juliet Sierra. Good evening, Rob. Good evening, all on the net. Not too bad today here in San Diego. A bit of sun, a bit of cloud. And not too cold. Much better than the weekend. Hope everybody has a good week. And we'll hope to see you again next Wednesday night. V1 Charlie Alpha and the net. V1 Juliet Sierra, 7-3.
VE1 Juliet Sierra, VE1 Charlie Alpha. Okay, John. Well, thanks for checking in, and we hope to hear you next week as well. 7-3. All right, next station I have here is VE1 Juliet Whiskey. Eric, how you doing? Come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Robert. Yeah, nice hearing the new call sign. I know I was very took me a while to get used to my new one when I got it back in 2010. Like yourself, I kept my old CFY, which is on the note here. They told me it was didn't cost anything to keep it, and if I turned pay for the new one anyway, so we probably went through the same scenario. But so I figured I might as well keep it. I had it for 40 years, so I figured I might as well keep it. And JW since 2010, so we're getting on a bit with that. But anyway, other than that, we just went and finally got our COVID shot today. We got out of sync a little bit on our schedule. We had COVID back last May, and it kind of threw our schedule off, so we're this fall waiting extra time of getting out of sync with our inoculations sequence, so to speak, today, and kind of makes me a little dopey the first day from them, so just kind of had a quiet afternoon, watched a little TV, and on FT8, just picking around here 30 meters on FT8 now, trying to make a few more things down tonight, so, and yes, other than that, just listening with interest, E1CA, E1JW.
V1JW, V1CA. All right, Eric. Well, good stuff there, and yeah, those a lot of vaccines there will kind of give you some symptoms there for a day or two afterwards, and then back to normal there. Thanks for checking in, Eric, and you have a great evening. 7-3. Next is VE1 Delta Sierra Sierra. Craig, come on in.
Thanks for calling me in. Thanks for doing the net. Yeah, we're glad that the Arctic blast, polar vortex, whatever the heck, on. But yeah, it's been a good day here. This winter is slipping away anyway. Still testing repeater downstairs. Nothing too newer starting there until we get a little place it in its new home, and we'll let everybody know when it happens. I'll say 7-3 to everybody, and great for the week. 7-3 of VE1 DSS.
VE1 DSS, VE1 CA. All right, Craig. Well, thanks for checking in tonight, and have a great evening. 7-3. Next, we go up to VE1 FSM. Frank, come on in.
VE1 Charlie Alpha, VE1 Foxtrot Sierra Mike. Good evening there, Rob. Good evening to everybody on that tonight. And yeah, just sitting here listening along and and trying to clean up some of these electronic QSL cards there on EQSL. Get some of them sorted out. Got about 1,000 to go through yet, and more to upload. So anyway, Rob, no real traffic, more or less just a mark for your book. So we'll turn it back over to you. VE1 Charlie Alpha, VE1 Foxtrot Sierra Mike.
Oh, VE1 FSM, VE1 CA. Okay, Frank. Oh, you sound like you're busy. I just got my new FT5DR in the mail today, and just got everything ready in the programming software to push to the radio and give that a test there after the net there. So, yeah, good stuff. Thanks for checking in, and have a great evening. 7-3. Oh, the next station, I don't think I've talked to you before. I don't think I got the name here, so VE1 Uniform Foxtrot, come on in.
Yeah, VE1DA, yeah, fine business there, Rob. Name on this end is Ken, and located there in Bible Hill. And anyway, we still turned on the frequency here, XK, and took it off CQ Canada, put it over on times here to give a quick check in and say a very good evening to everybody. And hope everybody's having a great day there. No traffic or anything this end, so we'll pass it back to you, Rob. E1CA, VE1UF.
VE1UF, VE1RMJ. Okay, Ken, well, as soon as I let go of the PTT, now my logging software, when I haven't worked the station before, will show me the info from the database there online, from the government, I guess, is where it gets it from. And once I seen Furrow there, and yeah, I clicked in there when I seen your last name. I met you a couple times there, I believe, at our club meetings there, at least once or so. And anyway, got you in the log now. Thanks for checking in, and you have yourself a great evening. 7-3. All right, now that we had one round through the Maritimes, we're going to call stations in from outside the Maritimes now before we loop back around here. So any stations that have been patiently waiting outside the Maritimes, now's your chance. Please call now.
November 1 Charlie Delta November. Portable.
All right, I got N1CDN in there. Was there any other stations outside the Maritimes?
Kilo 7, Bravo, Quebec.
All right, and I added a Kilo 7, Bravo, Quebec to the list. So I'll go to the top of the list first here. N1CDN, Steve, it's been a while. Come on in.
Yes, it has been a while. Just got the radio out today, and there's been time on my hands, and thought I'd make a few contacts and say hello. Not much going on down here. We did welcome 2 granddaughters up there, however. In Shediac, my daughter had twin baby girls on the 20th of January, and they're doing well. They'll be going home probably in the next week or so. They were premature and underweight. What else? Heading off in about a month and a half to the Caribbean again, and we'll be visiting 2 ports in the Dominican Republic, and then going to Aruba and what's it? I can't think of ABC Islands, but Bonaire, Aruba and Bonaire. Might take the handheld with me and see if I can get myself in trouble down there. Anyway, that's pretty much it from here, guys. It's been a cool December, January, into February, but not a cold one. It's just not the same. So you guys have a great week. Maybe we'll catch up to you next week. And 7-3 to all, and 1 CDN.
Oh, N1 CDN, VE1 Charlie Alpha. All right, Steve. Well, congrats on the 2 new grandchildren. They're twins. That's exciting, and also your trip coming up. And I'm sure you had nothing. It's cold down there, but nothing close to what we had here. Minus 27 Celsius with a wind chill of 41, 42. We had some real cold hours there, and the weather's been all over the place here. It's been kind of a warm winter, really, except for that little blast there to put the numbers down on the averages. But as long as we don't have any more of them when we sail through the rest of this winter the way we have been, we'd be doing okay, I guess. But yeah, let's not have any more of those cold snaps. Anyway, thanks for checking in, Steve. We'll talk to you later. 7-3. Next station is Kilo 7, Bravo, Quebec. Matthew, come on in.
KK7BBQ here. QTH is Western Washington State in the U.S. Local time is 3:32 p.m. and it is 47 degrees here and partly cloudy. Pretty compared to your country, probably. Oh, I've just been looking down the list of this Fusion Net. I saw this one, figure I'd jump on and check it out. So I don't really have much of an up. Say hi. And 7-3 and then AK7BBQ to that.
KK7 BBQ, you on Charlie Alpha. All right, Matthew. Well, thanks for checking in there, and yeah, we got quite a few hours on you here. It's 7:33 here, and 30.2 Fahrenheit here. So not too bad the weather compared to what we did have. It was cold. Starting. Well, with the wind chill of minus 41 Celsius, that would be minus 41. Pretty much Fahrenheit, so we had some cold weather here on the weekend. A lot better right now. Anyway, thanks for checking in, Matthew, and have a good evening. 7-3. All right, that's the bottom of the list now, so we're going to start back at Prince Edward Island, see if we can pull in a few stations there. So anyone from PEI, please call now. Try once more now. Anybody in Prince Edward Island, please call now. Okay, now we'll move back to New Brunswick. New Brunswick stations, please call now.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor, VE9, PKV.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima. Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima.
9. Romeo Juliet Bravo. VE9 Oscar Sierra Kilo. VE9 OSK. Victor Echo 9 Mike Alpha Hotel.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor, VE9 MTV.
Victor Echo 9, Lima Echo November, VE9 LEN.
Victor Echo 9, Charlie Uniform Bravo. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Uniform Bravo.
Okay, well, last time we got a lot of stations from New Brunswick. All right, so far I have VE9 TKV, VE9 PAL, VE9 AI, or let me see here, I think AI Alpha Lima. Can't read my scribbles here, they're coming in so fast. VE9 RJB, VE9 OSK, VE9 Mike Alpha Hotel, VE9 MTV, VE9 LEN, And VE9 CUB, was there any other stations I missed there?
Victor Echo 9, Mike Oscar, VE9 MO.
Okay, and we had a VE9 MO to the list, so let's go to the top of this list. VE9 PKV. Praveen, come on in.
VE1CA, this is Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor, Praveen speaking of Sackwell. Good evening to you, Rob, and to everybody else on the frequency. I've had a bit of a cough, so I've been not able to speak too much. 73 to all.
VE9 PKV, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Praveen, well, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a great evening, 7-3. Next, we'll go to, VE9 PAL. Paul, come on in.
Yeah, VE1CA. This is VE9PAL. How you doing there, Robert? My neighbor Mike there, not too far from me. Yeah, -2 here. A lot better weather now, let me tell you. Well, we's almost over, almost in March. Boys, oh boys, just this month's got to go through, and then we're in March. Anyway, have a great week. Sure. VE9PAL.
VE9 PAL, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Paul, well, thanks for checking in, and you have yourself a great evening, 7-3. Let's see here. All right, the next station, I hope I got it right. VE9 Alpha India, Gary, or it's a VE9 Alpha Lima. So come on in and correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, good evening, Rob. VE9 Alpha India, Gary in Fredericton. Good evening to one and all. Not too much new here. We got through the nasty weekend, and lots of crows and pipe around the area here. I guess not here, but anyway, not too much. Everybody have a great week, and we'll pass it back to Nicole, VE9 AI.
Oh, VE9 AI, VE1 RMG. Okay, Gary, well, glad to hear you didn't have any frozen pipes, and no one I know directly around here had any, but there were a lot. There were a lot around, and frosty, ice on the windows, and people realizing they need to beef up their insulation, I'm sure, in their homes. It was a cold and windy weekend there. Anyway, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a great evening, 7-3. All right, the next station I have here is a VE9 Romeo Juliet Bravo. Jeremy, come on in.
Yeah, Rob, thanks for checking me in there. Not too much to add. Just working a bit of overtime lately, and usually try to get into as many nets as I can there during the week, but had to miss the last two. But anyways, home here tonight, and just on the board trade down, the groove thing, 0 here in town, and nice change from a. And yeah, I had my mini shut off there during a couple of days. Just almost the point of having it on. The rest are just hammering and smashing all the time and defrosting, and so I just shut it off and cranked up the baseboard for a couple of days just to try to keep ahead of it. So anyways, it worked out okay. But yeah, no, it's winter's going quick too, so that's good. But other than that, I saw the news there. Some people have probably already been talking about it, but the FTM 500 in the Yaesu radio looks pretty interesting. I've got the 200 there in the car, and newer, bigger model comes out, and you always kind of
You look a little close at it there for a few minutes, but anyways, curious to see what the features are of that. So, anyways, I'll turn it back over to you. Thanks again for checking me in. I'll say 7-3 to everyone listening there. VE1, VE9, RJB.
VE9 RJB, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Jeremy. Yeah, on the heat pumps. Well, I just got mine installed on Monday, so good thing it wasn't like a Friday putting those in and trying to test them out through that cold. Didn't want to put them through a torture test like that first off the bat. Got to let everything wear in. But yeah, no, that's too much for most heat pumps. Mine are supposedly rated for minus 25. So hopefully we don't have too many of those big blasts there. And I have a wood furnace here too as my backup, so it keeps things really warm. And yeah, that FTM 500, I'm really anticipating the official announcement on what's under the hood of that thing, because it's definitely an interesting look for VHF UHF there for sure. Anyway, thanks for checking in tonight, Jeremy, and have a good evening, 7-3. And next we go to VE9 Oscar Sierra Kilo. Oscar, come on in.
VE1 CA, VE9 Oscar Sierra Kilo. Good evening, Robert, and all on the net tonight. Getting through you to my node here in Dieppe. Everything sounds pretty nice and clear here, no problem whatsoever. Nice evening, temperatures around 0, so it's not too bad. I guess we had that cold spell, and hopefully it's going to be the last one for the winter. Thanks for doing that. Thanks for calling me in. 7-3 to all from Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo.
VE9 OSK, VE1 CA. Okay, Oscar, well, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a good evening, 7-3. And now we'll go to VE9 Mike Alpha Hotel. Michael, come on in.
Yeah, V9H. Good evening, Robert. Not much to report here. Just caught news there and listening to see what's going on. Enjoyed the a little better than other than that, not much going on. Thanks for doing the net and 7-3 VE9 MA.
VE9 MH.
And Mike, Michelle, and everybody else. Just a note for you there, Rob. You're showing on the Wires X software, you're showing 7,108 kilometers away. And I think the problem is if you look at your, if you file on the Wires X software and you click on the position there, your western position is way off. It's 163 degrees. It should be 063 degrees in 45 minutes. That's why you're way off, unless you're using, you're not on Wires X, you might want to check the position on your radio, because you're way off, you're 4,000 something miles away. Anyway, other than that, no traffic here, just to check in, say hi, and hopefully have a good net there. We'll be listening for a while. 7-3 to all, have a good week. VE1 Charlie Alpha. VE9 MTV.
VE9 MTV, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Mike, I have no idea why it keeps doing that. This is a different radio. This radio I'm going in right to the repeater, and I'm using the GPS on the radio. It's not a manual fix, and no idea. No idea why it's doing that. I've looked, and frankly, I gave up. Not too worried about it. But from the radio, it shows the distances correctly to people, so I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, someday we'll come across it, I guess, but I can't lose any sleep on that. Thanks for checking in and pointing it out, and someday we'll find that issue there, Mike. 7-3. Next we have a VE9LEN. Lynn, come on in.
Yeah, V1 CA, V9 returning. Good evening to you there, Robert, and to everybody on frequency. Say hi to Mike there, just leave it. And everybody else that's on here. Well, it's only minus 0.1 here, so it's look a lot better tonight than it looked on the weekend for sure. So, and outside of that, well, not much else to report. At least we didn't have to shovel in snow today, so that was good. And outside of that, well, we'll have to wait what's going to come in there tomorrow and the day after, I guess. So hopefully it's not too much and not too much freezing rain. Anyway, that's it from here. Back to you, Rob. VE1 CA, VE9AN, there's 7 trees, and have yourself a good rest of the week.
VE1LEN, VE1CA. All right, Len, well, thanks for checking in and have yourself a good evening. And yeah, MTV, if you're still listening from my software, my Wires X software that I'm running for the net on my other radio here to get the audio, RMJ, it is showing my distance to the repeater as like 1,300 kilometers, and I double-checked the GPS, the stuff that's in there, and re-downloaded it from the radio, and it's still saying it's correct. So I'll have to dig in there a little further there and figure out what's going on. Anyway, 7-3. Let's see, next, VE9, Charlie Uniform Bravo. Don, come on in.
One Charlie Alpha. This is Victor Echo 9, Charlie Uniform Bravo. Good evening, Rob, and good evening to everybody on frequency. Nick going out the door there ahead of me. Anyway, Oscar also. Anyway, no real traffic. Just to check, say hi. It's a day, so hope everybody's having a great week and more importantly a safe week. So, with that, Rob, I'll give it back to you. Victor Echo 1, Charlie Alpha. This is Echo 9, Charlie Uniform Bravo. Thanks, Rob, for doing the net and calling me in.
Oh, VE9 CUB, VE1CA. Okay, Don, well, thanks for checking in and have a good evening, 7-3. Next, VE9 Mike Oscar Malcolm. Come on in.
VE1 Charlie Alpha, VE9 Mike Oscar Malcolm here in Hanwell, coming through the FMB repeater in Fredericton. The only good news, I don't think it's worth it, but the only good news with cold weather is you don't have to worry about flies. Anyway, it's a poor excuse, but anyway, I'd sooner battle the flies. But anyway, won't be long. The days are starting to get longer, and there's light coming at the end of the tunnel. So anyway, nothing more to report from the Hanwell. So I'll turn it back to you. Thanks for doing the net there, Rob, and 7-3 to all. VE9 Mike Oscar.
Oh, VE9MO, VE1RMJ. Okay, Malcolm, thanks for checking in and have yourself a good evening, 7-3. Okay, that's the bottom of the list, so we're going to go to second round of Nova Scotia. Any more Nova Scotia stations that would like to check in, please call now.
VE1 HUL.
Victor Alpha 1, Hotel Echo Lima.
Okay, so far I have VE1 HUL and VA1 HEL. There, some close call signs there. but totally different. Any other Nova Scotia stations?
Victor Echo 1, Kilo Echo Victor.
All right, and I got you there, Kevin. VE1 KEV on the list. So we're going to go to the top, VE1 HUL. Dave, come on in.
Good evening, Robert, and all those on the net. And congratulations on the two-letter call sign. As you know, I've got mine already. I didn't know you had a new one. And congratulations on the heat pump. Ours is rated at minus 24, and on Friday night, it produced great heat until the outside temperature dropped below minus 24, and then it just like it went to idle. And it still produced heat, but not very much. Thank goodness for the pellet stove. It worked overtime to keep us nice and comfy and warm. Actually ran for 2 days straight, so and worked well. So anyways, that's about it for here, Robert. I will say 7-3 to yourself, and turn it back to you, and everybody have a great week. VE1 HUL.
VE1 HUL, VE1 CA. All right, there, Dave. I'm glad you had the backup there, the pellet stove. I just got mine put in on Monday, so I was running. I ran out of oil too, just in time. I was running wood throughout the weekend, so mine's supposed to do minus 25. So fingers crossed. Just a couple of days out of the year they don't work for the cold will be good. Let's hope this doesn't become a common thing, or we have to rethink these heat pumps there. So, my fingers crossed after I just shelled out a fortune for mine. And yeah, the two-letter call sign, it's been a couple weeks now since I got that, so it's still fresh. Still trying to not trip up on that there at times. So, anyway, thanks for checking in, and have a good evening, 7-3. And now we got VA1 Hotel Echo Lima. Will, come on in.
VE1CA and the Maritime Fusion Net. That's V1 HL. With all the talk of cold weather, I'm sure glad it's past us now. We'll see what those dive on the thermometer or not, but fortunately no troubles here. And the oil furnace certainly picks up where the heat pumps leave off, so we weren't too worried, and we're in a good position to survive anyway. Really to add to the net, be listening, hopefully hear some more weekends, and I'll message you there, VE1CA from VA1HEL.
VA1 HEL, VE1CA. Okay, well, thanks for checking in, and you have yourself a good evening, 7-3. All right, last on the list, all the way up in Amherst, VE1 Kilo Echo Victor. Come on in, Kevin.
Yeah, very good evening, Rob. VE1 Charlie Alpha, VE1 Kilo Echo Victor. Very good evening to all on the net there tonight. Good sounding crew there. I've seen when I first started watching you there, hearing you were 3,000 kilometers, and it all goes away, and I think you're 91 kilometers there that last time, so it seems to be fluctuating for some reason or another. Anyway, no biggie. I'm sure you'll get her figured out. We're looking at 0, right on the 0 degrees, I guess, up here in Amherst. Not too awfully bad. Got a small little fire on, just a little comfortable there. And yeah, we're just kind of hanging out, so we'll throw her back to you, Rob. Thanks for doing the net, and thanks for calling us in. 7-3, and have yourself a great rest of the week there for sure. V1 Charlie Alpha from V1 Kilo Echo Victor.
VE1 KEV, VE1 Charlie Alpha. Yeah, I don't understand. I'm seeing in the wires X, it's showing that I'm like 1,000 kilometers from the repeater, but that's not even the radio I'm talking on. And my 100 here is what's connected into in the live stream, and it's showing we're 30-some kilometers away, and this radio here is showing the right distance. So how can that be? I don't understand why it's happening there. So got to look a little further. Unless somehow this radio again got a manual position locked in, something wrong. But I'm showing the GPS is locked in, so I'll do some investigating. It's something strange here in the shack. Anyway, like those new heat pumps, I got the compressor right outside my window here in the shack, and it is introducing some interference, like I feared. So I'm gonna look at how I can better shield this place. Anyway, thanks for checking in there, Kevin, and we'll talk to you later. VE1 KEV, VE1 Charlie Alpha. And that's what's on the list, so we'll open it up to anybody, anywhere that would like to check in to the Maritime Fusion Net. It is almost 2000 hours here, but we'll definitely take some more check-ins. We're currently sitting at 30, so let's see if we can bring it up to 40 there. Please call in.
VE1 Oscar Lima, VE1 OL.
Victor Echo 9, Juliet Charlie Tango.
All right, and we added VE9 Juliet Charlie Tango, so we'll go to the top of the list. VE1 Oscar Lima. Aubrey, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Rob, and everybody on the net tonight. Nice to hear you doing the net, and I'm a little late getting here. I was on the Maritime net and listening to the whole thing, and it's still going, so these two nets kind of hit each other at the same time. Anyway, it's 36 degrees Fahrenheit here, and it's been a real nice day in Quispamsis. So I'll turn it back to you and wish everybody a really good evening. VE1 OL.
VE1 OL, VE1 Charlie Alpha. All right, Aubrey, well, thanks for checking in there this evening. And you have yourself a great evening, 7-3. Next on the list is VE9 Juliet Charlie Tango. Jean-Claude, come on in.
Yeah, good evening to you, Robert. Good evening to all on net. I just tuned in. Yeah, I just got here, so it's almost 8 o'clock, so I guess you had a pretty good net. Yeah, but I recognize the voice, I recognize the name, but I don't recognize the call. Okay, maybe you got a 2-letter call. That's probably what it is, yeah. That's all right. Yeah, and, yeah. Besides that, well, temperature was on the plus side today. Super nice weather, really. Not bright sun out there, but very manageable for sure on the plus side compared to what we had. Know what I mean? 7301 from Shediac, New Brunswick. Victor Echo 9, Juliet Charlie Tango.
VE1 Juliet Charlie Tango. VE1 Charlie Alpha. Yeah, Jean-Claude, it's Robert here in Oxford, Nova Scotia. With still have my other call sign, the Victor Echo 1 Romeo Mike Juliet. Just got this call sign a couple weeks ago there. So yeah, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a great evening, 7-3. And okay, we're now at 32 check-ins there this evening, so we'll issue another call for anyone anywhere that would like to check in. Please call now.
Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Victor Juliet in the mobile. That's Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Victor Juliet in the mobile.
Okay. We have a Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Victor Juliet mobile. Bill, come on in.
V1CA, V3WVJ. How's it going, everyone? Just like to say hello to everyone who's listening on the net tonight. Hope everyone's having a good evening. Yeah, not much to add. Just out in the and I was playing around with my hotspot. I finally set that up again in the mobile. So I have digital connectivity when I run out of repeater range. But so far, so good. Everything's going well. Yeah, I guess just another bean for the pot. Supposed to be getting another bit of snow there tomorrow, so hopefully not too much. Other than that, it's been all right. For a day today, it was beautiful anyways. We'll send it back to net control. V3WVJ. I guess I'm rambling a little too much here. Have a good evening.
VE3 Whiskey Victor Juliet, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Bill, no problem. All good there. Glad you're able to make it in there this evening, and you have yourself a great evening and safe travels. 7-3. All right. Now we'll issue our second last call for the net. Anyone, anywhere, please call now. Not hearing anything, we'll now issue a last call for the Maritime Fusion Net. Last call. Please call now. All right, not hearing anything, we will we'll now close the net. We had 33 check-ins tonight. Would like to thank all the amateurs for checking in tonight. Would also like to thank the owners of the repeaters and nodes who linked in tonight for helping us expand the area for local hams to check in. And for more information about the Maritime Fusion Net, go to the Moncton Area ARC's website at www.maarc.ca. That's www.mikealpha.romeo.charlie.charlie-alpha, and then at the top click Club Activities Nets, and you'll see the one there for the Maritime Fusion Net. Now that net is concluded, the CQ Maritimes room is now open for general use. This is Victor Echo 1 Charlie Alpha signing off. Good night all.